In this video, we're going to talk about Magery in Mortal Online 2, more specifically, Ecumenical magic. Ecumenical is the first school of magic in Mortal Online 2 and comes with a variety of spells ranging from fire blasts to lightning, magic reflect, healing, and anti-healing, as well as a small AoE spell. Each school will have its own specific rule set. In Ecumenical, for example, you must be standing still to cast. You can purchase your basic spellbook from any magic vendor located in the world. There's currently one in Haven, and there are many throughout Mirland. This cannot be looted in the event you die with it in your inventory, but you can trade it to other players. Your basic spellbook comes equipped with a few spells already. There are more spells available in the world for you to discover. You or a friend will need scribing in order to put them into your spellbook. You can also find other spellbook skins. There's a little information about each spell within your spellbook. The first line here shows how much your spell could potentially hit for. It could actually hit for more, depending on your level of intellect and mental offense, and we'll go over that in a minute. How much the spell costs per mana, its range. Spell speed is how long it takes to apply the spell after summoning. All ecumenical spells are instant and hit scan. There are no projectiles in this school. Cast time, how long it takes to summon the spell. Skill range is how much ecumenical you need in order to start summoning the spell. Exceeding 10 does not increase the efficiency of the spell to make it hit or heal harder. It only means that the spell will not fizzle. Fizzling means the spell has a chance to fail. With alignment, spells are either good or bad. Lorium is good, so you can cast this in a friendly town and guards will not attack you. These are the required reagents in order to cast the spell. Some of them you can find on the vendor, others you'll have to find throughout the world. In order to start using magic, you can either visit the magic tutor if you are in Haven, or if you are on Knave, you can visit the magic librarian to get the appropriate skill books. You will need magic schools and ecumenical. As we talked earlier, each spell requires a certain level of ecumenical. You do not need to level ecumenical to 100. You can look through your spellbook and decide which spells you're going to be using and cap your ecumenical there. Currently, I can cap this at 50 as everything in my book is under the 50 skill range. This also saves points if you're trying to min-max a build, as ecumenical is primary and will take points away from your action skills. Magic scales off your intelligence and mental offense. The higher these numbers, the more damage or healing you will be doing. Where intelligence gives magical effectiveness, psyche is magical defense. Both of these are added to make your mana pool in a 1-to-1 ratio. If you don't want psyche, you can just move some of those points into another stat. If you're going for a hybrid build and you have the points available, I would definitely suggest mental training and mental offense, as this will make your spells more effective. Mental focus and concentration are secondaries, so you can learn those as well, as they don't actually take up any points. If you're going full mage, you'll probably grab vitalism, mana regeneration, and meditation. If you're running out of points, you'll need to look at your primaries and see if there's anything that you're not actually going to be using for your current build. You can remove the points by clicking remove and reduce those and then lock the skill. This allows you to free up points for your current build. You can always unlock the skill in the event that you want to learn this again. To use the spells, you can drag and drop them onto your hotbar. We talked about the spells having two parts to cast. The first is the summon. We'll press number 2. As you can see, I have a certain amount of time before I actually need to cast this spell. I can move around if I need to. Press the 2 again if you want to cast it on somebody else. If you want to cast it on yourself, you can press the letter E as in Edward. If you cast your magic onto the head of somebody, it can do a mind attack which actually crits. If you try to cast and you end up moving, your spell will fizzle. If you also get hit by another player, they may interrupt your spell as well. You can also cast magic on the back of a horse. While summoning, the horse must be moving in a straight line or still. Spell summoning is much slower and its effectiveness is reduced unless you learn the skill Mounted Magery. You can also cast magic while swimming or underwater. I think that's about it for now. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.